And speaking of bridges, so this is something that was awesome that kind of came together the last couple of days. So I saw them first talking about this last week. I think Westcott at first was talking about this, and then Sami kind of got onto it too. So they kind of tag teamed this one, and Westcott and Sami got a wallet together. I think it's Westcott's who really cares at this point, but basically just decided, hey, $5,000 is what it costs to get the trailer. I'm not totally clear on this. I'm not sure. I guess it's just a trailer. I don't know if I guess the feature film can't get on this platform, but it's called World Star. There's all kinds of different creators and things like that on there. I guess there's 40 million users on it. I've never even used it or actually heard of it before this.
Nor have I.
Yeah, but there's an audience there basically, and it's a $5,000 fee to get yourself on the platform. I'm sure there's way better ways of explaining it than I'm doing right here, but either way, kudos to those guys for getting together, creating a wallet, and just asking for a $10 donation from 500 people. I'm sure it didn't exactly end up being like that, but they raised it in under 24 hours. And I just saw Westcott posted a little bit ago that they already submitted the trailer to the platform. So now it's just awaiting some kind of approval process or whatever. So basically, and again, I should look into how World Star works a little bit. Matter of fact, if anybody in the chat knows anything about it and wants to contribute, let us know, because I don't know how their model works. But basically getting the Highest of Stakes documentary on there in front of a lot more people. Just another thing, Ewok, that I know you have seen over the years since the creation of HEX, of a grassroots community thing coming together literally in less than 24 hours. I saw Sami just tweeted, think about how expensive it was to get a NASCAR sponsorship or some of the soccer or football teams out there before. And then this just costing $5,000 from a whole bunch of people combined. But what do you make of it? Yeah, this kind of ingenuity.
It's pretty cool. I think it's a great idea. It's very inexpensive, and 40 million people watching or seeing it, getting new eyes on it. It can't be that bad for that much money. I think, you brought it up yourself, the NASCAR thing. We raised $600,000 in 5 days. Now that was a different market. Things were a lot better. People had the money to kind of throw around at that point, but that this community is awesome. When they put their mind to something and they want to do something, it's amazing how many people pull together and take care of it. So yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a cool thing. At the same time, I know there is also a marketing wallet as well, that Kinetics and those guys are doing for the Highest of Stakes. It's going to help with some merchandising and some other just getting the word out there. I don't know exactly what it goes for. Look at Kinetics's last couple posts. They have that marketing wallet out there as well. So yeah, I mean, the more eyes, the better, right? I mean, we're getting to that point now where, like I said, we need new people. We need to get more eyes on this, and not in a bad way. People always say that, well, that's how Ponzi's work. You can't do anything if there's no new people. But in order for anything to survive and go on, you need a bigger community. We've expanded the things that we have so much that we do need new community. We need a bigger community if we really want to take this, by storm. So I think it's an awesome deal. There was another guy too, Bars Beast, or I forget what his actual Twitter handle is.
Yeah, he had I think he had a GoFundMe or something.
Yep, and then he had received some money and then sent that over to Westcott as well. So that was part of the money that was raised. So yeah, pretty cool. I thought it was a great little fundraiser. Not expensive at all. Like you said, if 500 people put $10 in, I'm sure I saw the wallet and I saw there was a couple bigger donations. So
right.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It is awesome. And actually following up on that, you sent me the news about like how much it even expanded. So we already knew that the Highest of Stakes, which is premiering in all those cities August 4th and the 5th, and a few of them had already been extended to the following weekend because of the demand at Regal theaters to the I guess it'd be the 11th and 12th. So that's happening at what, 22 cities or so at last check. I mean, I can't remember how many cities it is in total, but I mean, that's got to be about half of the total cities or so, right?
I think
that's
it's more than
sample.
I think it's more than half. There's a few that haven't sold out yet, but a lot of them have sold out both days. There were I forget what it was. I think 20. Yeah, I think there were 20 some markets anyway that extended into the next weekend. So yeah, fantastic. It's great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to garner a lot of attention. And again, caution to a lot of people that think there's going to be some major pump just heading into this or anything like that.
No.
I would not expect anything like that. It's more of a, as retail comes back, all these things just require patience, which a lot of the newer investors in this ecosystem are the ones that are mainly new into Pulse and didn't know about HEX prior to this. Don't seem to have the most patience right now. So we'll see how it goes with this one. There we go. Bo's going to get his orb.
Yeah. So I think the big thing, Johnny said 22 more markets. I think the big thing that we have to keep in mind is mostly these theater things are going to be hexagons and their friends. But the good thing about this is the more markets that sell out, the better it is for these platforms that actually pick up the streaming part of it. I think it's not, we're not going to see a major pump coming out of the theater release.
Right.
That will happen once, we get some major eyes on it. But again, in order to get that platform, the streaming platform, to take this on, we needed all of these to sell out and then some. So, it's just one little hurdle that we've got to get over in order for the world to actually see it. So,
yeah, and ultimately, I mean, it's great that it is in theaters, obviously, but I just would be fantastic to actually have it on a streaming service. So I think that's kind of their long game goal as well. And I saw today, the actual account, the official highest of stakes account tweeted that Richard sent them some kind of video. Did you see that today? They didn't show it or anything, but he sent them some kind of clip. Let me actually look.
Yeah, I did. I saw that he it was to be played at the premiere, which I think is the Miami one, or maybe the LA one. I don't know. I forget which one is the actual premiere. But somebody had recommended that, hey, can we see it at some of the other ones too? Is that okay? And they said they would have to reach out to Richard to confirm, and they would circle back. So
yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, I see that. Yep, I see that tweet right now. So yeah, that'll be interesting as well. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming. Remember, I mean, even though things seem depressing right now, that's the whole reason to buy. I mean, there's just not, the people aren't here yet. By the time they're here, it's going to be, as we've already said, things are going to be moving very, very quickly, and you're not going to be getting as many coins for your buck. So this is when to be paying attention.